I am actually ecstatic that Super Smash Bros. Ultimate will be getting its final DLC character this year, and I'm going to tell you guys why. But before we get into that, what's good everyone? OJ here. Welcome back to another video. Please make sure you hit that like button and also subscribe for gaming videos, and also click that notification bell to get my videos first when we live stream and all of that good stuff. Now let's talk about this, because I've discussed on this channel I am a huge Super Smash Bros. Fan. I've been playing since the beginning. Super Smash Bros. In the N64. I'll never forget it. The first time that I saw Super Smash Bros., I was at the dentist's office with my brother, and there was like a Nintendo Power magazine or something like that. I don't know, Game Informer, I don't know what it was. But there was a magazine where I looked into there and I saw like Samus, Link, and Pikachu, Mario beating the crap out of each other. And I thought, this is like, I thought it was like a joke. I thought it was like a April Fool's prank or something. I didn't know what was going on, but I was like, no, the more that I read, the more that I was like, wait a minute, this is an actual thing. You're going to be able to use the best Nintendo characters and fight against each other in a game. And of course, at that time, you know, in the late 90s or so, fighting games were still like the cream of the crop. People still love those fighting games, although, you know, some of the shooters and stuff started to get a bit more traction, GoldenEye and all of that. So it was just like an incredible era to live in. So ever since then, I've been hooked on Super Smash Bros., pretty much playing every single game in the franchise for hundreds of hours, if not thousands of hours. So I do love the Smash Bros. Franchise. Don't get this video title wrong or anything like that. But at the end of the day, all good things must come to an end. But at the same time, all good things that come to an end can resurrect something new. And I think that with the Smash Bros. Franchise, with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate, it is titled correctly. It is the ultimate Super Smash Bros. Game. Now, there are some things that they can do better, right? The online play, the netcode, getting rollback, but I have a feeling that that stuff will take care of itself later down the line. But I'm just talking about when it comes to the roster, when it comes to a lot of the content, the stages, the music. There's just so much stuff that this game is the ultimate version of Super Smash Bros. The different play styles. There's just so much to this game. And I feel that if they're going to make another Super Smash Bros. Game, they can take some time off now that they have a successful system with the Switch. Super Smash Bros. Is still selling to many people out there, so they can take their time and they can come out with something later down the line that truly is something different from what they've done before, and kind of take the franchise in a little bit of a new direction. And when they did that, the last time that they did that, I guess Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and 3DS wasn't taking the franchise in a new direction, but it was also kind of risky, and it was a huge project to get done because they were putting Super Smash Bros. On a handheld system, on a dominantly handheld system with the Nintendo 3DS, which has always been on a console. Then they had to take that same game in terms of mechanics and what they did and put it on the Wii U, which took a lot of time and resources and everything there. So that was very difficult for them, but it kind of was a little bit of a new direction for the franchise to be able to play Super Smash Bros. Anywhere that you want, which the Nintendo 3DS game did offer that. But in between that happening, since Super Smash Bros. Brawl at the time was the best-selling Super Smash Bros. Game, and it did incredibly well. It did better than the N64, did better than Melee on the GameCube. They had time. Sakurai had time to think about something else and do something else. And that is the main crux of my whole discussion here, and what I'm talking about is that since Super Smash Bros. Ultimate is the best-selling single-release fighting game of all time, since Smash Ultimate is selling extremely well and continues to get residual sales from DLC and the game itself, they have time. There is no need, there is no rush like there was with the Wii U to the Switch, because obviously the Wii U didn't do as well and they wanted a Smash Bros. Game out in the first year or so of the system. They wanted to get that going so it can lift the Switch up, right? So there is none of that here. There is no panicking. There is no, we have to get something out. So it gives them time, and it gives Sakurai time to recharge his batteries and do something different. And that's exactly what I want to see, because whenever Sakurai does create something different outside of Super Smash Bros., it's actually pretty good. He created that DS game that was pretty good, and he also created one of my favorite Nintendo 3DS games of all time, which was Kid Icarus Uprising. Actually, just one of my favorite games. So imagine him getting a system like the Nintendo Switch, and they said, hey Sakurai, you're done with Super Smash Brothers, all the DLC, all that's finished. Now you get to work on Kid Icarus for the Nintendo Switch, and maybe even like the next gen Switch, so you can release it on the regular Switch and the next gen Switch, because I feel that Nintendo is going to take the same base of what they're working with. They're not going to rebuild and restart like they've done so many times, and they're going to build off of what the Switch is, so you can make it for the Switch and also the Switch 2. That would be a huge win for gamers out there. And I feel that yes, Kid Icarus Uprising did not do as well as it should have done. The game is incredible. It should have done way better than what it did, but I feel that the Nintendo Switch effect, which we've seen with multiple different games from Fire Emblem to Xenoblade and more, I think that would uplift Kid Icarus, especially with being able to have access to more control schemes, right? One of the big problems was the whole, little hand rest and kind of playing the different type of styles and having the 3D action with no Circle Pad Pro and everything. But now you have a system that has that dual analog sticks, and you also have the processing power to get done everything that you could want to get done in the Kid Icarus world. So I think that that would be perfect. I think that would be such a great experience to be able to bring over to the Switch, to have Sakurai work on something outside of that. That's why I want to just see the Super Smash Bros. DLC end. That's why I'm happy that this is the last DLC character, which Sakurai did confirm. Maybe there's some type of secret troll character or something, but for the most part, they're done. They're done after this year. There's not going to be another Fighter's Pass from what we know at this point. That's exactly what I want to hear, and I feel that it's going to be able to create Sakurai, somebody who's so creative, somebody who's so, unique with this style. Like when you play Kid Icarus Uprising, it kind of gives that Smash Brothers flair. It gives that Smash Brothers style with like the menus and the sound effects and the quality and the tightness of the controls. It just feels like a Smash Brothers game that's not Smash Brothers. That quality that you would expect from the Smash series is all evident in Kid Icarus Uprising. So I would love to see what Sakurai does with hardware that is essentially so much better than what the Nintendo 3DS is. Because remember, 3DS was actually weaker than the Wii in some respects. More modern technology, so it can do some graphical techniques that maybe the Wii couldn't pull off. But at the end of the day, I think Nintendo did state that Mario Galaxy couldn't really come to the 3DS because the system just couldn't really run it at an effective level in terms of what they wanted. So that was a long time ago, and that hardware is ancient at this point. And heck, people even say that the Nintendo Switch is kind of ancient with its hardware at this point. But man, it would be a huge upgrade over the Nintendo 3DS. So I would love to see what Sakurai can do. And it's not just limited to Kid Icarus. I mean, he could take some other franchises that Nintendo has and kind of resurrect those franchises. I mean, I'd love to see what he can do with a Star Fox game, or even see what he can do with F-Zero or some of these other franchises out there. I think Sakurai is a wizard. This man can put together pretty much anything. Remember, he was one of the Kirby guys back in the day. He made some fantastic titles, and he was the architect behind everything with Super Smash Brothers. Also with Nintendo kind of putting the key pieces, Bandai Namco getting some other people in there. It's not all on Sakurai, but without Sakurai and his vision and what he wanted to do, none of this would have ever happened. We would have never gotten Super Smash Brothers to be the way that it is and as successful as it is. We would have never gotten that dope reinvention of Kid Icarus with Kid Icarus Uprising. We would have just not gotten so many cool experiences over the decades that I've been playing Masahiro Sakurai games. So I would love to see that magic kind of go forward. And it's been tough because Kid Icarus Uprising came out, like a decade ago at this point. It's going on a decade ago, and everything since then has been Smash Brothers, Smash Brothers, Smash Brothers, Smash Brothers. So I think that it's time. I think that we're all ready for something different and something new, and I hope, and I really hope, that Sakurai and Nintendo can come together and make something new and deliver on that, because if they do, that would just be another notch on Sakurai's already legendary career, and I think that he can still keep going. It's not like he's super old or anything like that. I think Sakurai still has a number of years left, I would say a decade plus, to make fantastic games. Now that Ultimate is set, and we're probably not going to need another Smash Brothers game for a number of years. So let's just hope that something happens here sometime soon. Let's just hope that Sakurai can do something different. And I think Sakurai wants to do that too. So I think he wants to. I think the fans want it to be kind of done with here. And I feel that there is enough on the Switch with Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and the content that they've already released. There was enough for that to sustain for a number of years for people to play. Offline is coming back. There's just so many more options and things available for people that are happening now at this point. So I feel that it's the right time. It's the right time to end it. It's the right time to be done. It's the right time to try something new, and it's the right time to get back into one of these other franchises that could really benefit from the Sakurai touch in the modern sense. The 3DS was a long time ago. Things have changed, and the Switch is booming. The hybrid nature of the system is here to stay. So what do you guys think about this? Would you love to see Sakurai do something else? What other franchises would you love to see Sakurai tackle in the future after Smash Brothers? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Thank you once again for watching. Make sure you hit that like button if you didn't already do so. Subscribe if you are new, and make sure you check out the link in the description below to become a channel member with some cool perks, rewards, and benefits. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you guys for the next one. Peace.